Hey guys, welcome back to the Lost Artistry Lash channel. My name is Anna and today I'll be walking you through how I style, map, and assess my client with deep set eyes. And by the end of this tutorial, you will never have to worry about lashing deep set eyes ever again. I'll also be introducing a brand new product as well, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's kick things off by doing a thorough assessment. I always ask my client to send a full face photo in natural light with no makeup on, looking straight ahead at the camera. That way I can plan my setup beforehand so I'm not rushing to do it while my client's laying in my chair. Okay, so now that we have our photo, let's start off by assessing her eye shape. Right off the bat, I can tell that her eyes are deep set because the brow bone protrudes out, making the eyes appear more sunken in. You can even see the brow bone cast a little bit of a shadow. So clients like this can be a little tricky to style and lash, but don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna show you how over on my iPad. So typically this eye shape looks best with a map that's going to lift the eyes open. So for options, we have an open eye map, a doll map, or a kitten/squirrel. So let's play around with a couple different styles to see which one looks best on my model Maddie. Okay, so I think I've decided I'm gonna do an open eye map on her because I think it'll complement her best. By the way, I used our digital tools to bring my vision to life. I seriously cannot plan a lash set without this now because I can finally see what my visions look like on my clients. And better yet, I can show them my mapping plan so we can both be on the same page. If you haven't tried these yet, you're definitely missing out, but don't worry, I'll hook you up with a little discount code so you can try them out for yourself. Okay, so this is the general vibe of the set. I'm gonna be using our brand new angel lashes to bring this look to life. And these are without a doubt the most soft, lightweight, and versatile pre-made fans I have ever used. So they come like this and they've already been made for you, but the base isn't bonded. So this means that you can use the lashes how they come, or you can add foreplay to the tips to make them more spiky for your anime and strip lash looks, or you can even fan them out if you choose. You also don't have to grip the entire fan. You can totally pick up half for your hyper realistic and natural sets. Seriously, the options are endless with these lashes, and I cannot wait to show you how they look in action. Okay, so now let's talk about the curls I'll be using. When it comes to deep set eyes, you want to be careful because the brow bone is literally reaching over the eye. So if you use a strong curl such as D or DD, there's a high chance that those extensions will curl back into the brow bone and your client will feel their lashes every single time they blink. So you want to opt for weaker curls such as B or C. Maddie's lashes are straight but ever so slightly lifted, so I think I'll be using B curl on her today. As for lengths, I'm gonna be using 7 to 12 millimeters, and I want my set to be super textured and feathery. So I'm gonna blend multiple different lengths in each section of the set. I might even go super short along the bottom layer, maybe 7 to 9 millimeter across the whole bottom layer for darkness, and that will help keep the tips soft and airy. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring this set to life. Okay, let's talk about retention for a second. In my personal experience, my deep set eyed clients almost never have amazing retention. And that's because most often their brow bone rests on the eyelid and the lash line. So all of those oils are constantly breaking down the bond of the glue. But what you can suggest to your clients is that they cleanse their lashes and eyelids at least twice a day and right after workouts. And then you can also have them come in for 2 to 3 week fills to keep their set looking nice and full. When it comes to deep set eyes, sometimes it can be a little tricky to see the lash line, so I suggest having your client tilt their head back towards you or use a piece of micropore tape to pull the eyelid back. Just make sure that the eye isn't sitting open when you do this. When it comes to tweezers, you want to make sure that you're using an isolation tweezer that's curved so that it can reach over the brow bone. Today I'm using our long curved Grippo isolation tweezer, but here's a couple other options that work wonders for working on deep set eyes. And for my pickup tweezer today, I'm using our 45-degree Grippo pre-fan tweezer, and I'll show you how I like to pick up our new angel lashes. So you want to use a volume tweezer that has a sweet spot, and you can see that I'm coming in parallel to the strip and I'm gripping the fan within the sweet spot of my tweezer. Now I'm using all of my pressure and I'm going to pull the fan back towards myself to release it from the strip. Then I'm going to go ahead and dip vertically into my glue dot. Also, look at how satisfying it is to watch the base come together in our Invisibond glue. I don't know if it's just me, but I find that so satisfying. Now to place my extension, I'm going to go ahead and take a look from the side and hover my fan over the natural lash that I have isolated, and I'm going to adjust my angle so that the base sits flush with the natural lash. Now I'm going to go ahead and place. I'm applying very light pressure to the natural lash so I can wrap the base, and voila. Now let's repeat that process another 200 times. All right, here is the final result from today's lash set. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, and if you have any more questions on how to lash deep set eyes, go ahead and drop a comment. Thank you so much as always for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.